Good morning. Welcome to the Millionaire Book Club. My name is Pearlie Hunter. Side effects of tapping in with me every single day do include personal development, mindset transformations, paradigm shifts, and the ability to think your way to success. So I am super blessed, super grateful this Wednesday morning. Please go ahead and drop me something that you are grateful for in the chat. I am grateful for you. I'm grateful for this day. I'm grateful for my life. I'm grateful for my spouse. I'm grateful for my children. I'm grateful for another day to serve in my purpose. I'm grateful for my soul family, my parents, my extended family. I'm grateful for my work family. I'm grateful for love. I'm grateful for light. I'm grateful for health. I'm grateful for everything and everybody. So definitely drop me something that you are grateful for. I am super grateful today that we are ending Think Like a Monk. And I'm just so grateful, not because I'm just ready to end the book, but just because I can't believe we will be starting our 10th book next week. Okay. So on Monday, we will be starting The Power of Positive Thinking by Norman Vincent Peale. And this is our 10th book that we've read so far, that we will have read in the book club. So super shout out to you, shout out to us, shout out to discipline, shout out to consistency, shout out to our morning routine. It is solid and I am grateful. Okay. So I am going to get the daily word read. Today is August 11th. So I love it. The word of the day is prepare. Okay, prepare. I make space in my world for God. I read in the book of Isaiah, prepare the way of the Lord, and wonder what this may mean for my life. In moments spent in prayerful contemplation, I am creating a sacred space deep within myself that prepares my way. I am making room in my heart and mind for a fuller awareness of God. Good morning, Queen. Decluttering my mind of busy thoughts is like cleaning my house for an honored guest. I open myself to the realization of indwelling spirit. As I practice the presence of God, I live, love, and serve from a consciousness of oneness with all my life. I am a positive influence on the world around me and love to do good works. All who cleanse themselves of the things I have mentioned will become special utensils dedicated and useful to the owner of the house, ready for every good work. And that is 2 Timothy 2:21. Okay, 2 Timothy 2:21. So prepare. I make space in my world for God, right? What we doing right now is preparation. We are preparing our mind, preparing our hearts to have a beautiful day because we are being intentional with the way we start our morning. And I'm grateful. Let's pull a card. So this is the Four Agreements card deck by Don Miguel Ruiz. How you feel this morning, Crystal? What you grateful for, girl? I know you're grateful for everything, every day. I'm grateful too. All right, these are two cards right here. Right here. All right, don't take anything personally. Refuse to eat emotional poison. Okay, I am blessed. Yes, you are. Don't take anything personally. Refuse to eat emotional poison. Taking things personally makes you prey for predators. They can hook your attention with one little opinion and feed you whatever poison they want. Refuse to eat poison. Okay? So don't take anything personally. Oh, yes, girl, I forgot. Oh, my God. I'll be back there soon. I wonder how different it's going to be, too. Like if my baby actually going into school versus virtual this year. I didn't even think about that. Okay? Don't make assumptions. Say goodbye to sadness and drama. Don't make assumptions. Say goodbye to sadness and drama. This light. I don't even know if I like it. I can't really see. Okay. All the sadness and drama you have lived in your life was rooted in making assumptions and taking things personally. The whole world of control between humans is based on that. Take a moment and consider this, okay? All the sadness and drama you have lived in your life was rooted in making assumptions and taking things personally. The whole world of control between humans is based on that. Take a moment and consider this, okay? Let me see. I like this card. Always do your best. Practice makes the master. It's just so pretty. Practice makes the master. By doing your best over and over, you can master the art of transformation. By doing your best, the habits of misusing your word, taking things personally, and making assumptions will become weaker and less frequent with time. Okay, so I didn't pull this card, but it was sticking out to me because it said practice makes the master. And y'all know how we always saying we are the master of our thoughts and actions, right? So I like that. I prefer to be the master in my world. We are masters. All right, so let's get started. This is the last chapter, the final go round with Think Like a Monk by Jay Shetty. This is his conclusion, okay, how he concluded the book. I'll just one more time. This is the book that will start on Monday. So we're not going to have book club Thursday or Friday, but we will start Monday fresh with this, The Power of Positive Thinking by Norman Vincent Peale, okay? So let me see what page this conclusion is on. The conclusion starts on page 275. If I say something that resonates, drop an MOC in the chat. This is the conclusion, so who knows how much of that we will be having, but he about to summarize it all up, I think. So let's see. Conclusion. I hope this book has inspired you, and perhaps you will come away from it planning a fresh start. Maybe you're thinking about how to change your routines, to listen to your mind in new ways, to bring more gratitude into your life and more. But when you wake up tomorrow, things will go wrong. You might sleep through your alarm, something will break, an important appointment will cancel. The universe isn't going to suddenly give you green lights all the way to work. It's a mistake to think that when we read a book, attend a class, and implement changes, that will fix everything. The externals will never be perfect, and the goal isn't perfection. Life is not going to go your way. You have to go your way and take life with you. I like that. Life is not going to go your way. You have to go your way and take life with you, right? And you can choose your way. Life don't have to just happen to you. Understanding this will help you be prepared for whatever may come. There is no universal plan for peace and purpose. The way we get there is by training our minds to focus on how to react, respond, and commit to what we want in life, in our own pace, at our own time. Good morning, Queen. Welcome. How you doing? Then when life swerves, we return to that focus. If you've decided to be kind and someone is rude to you, you know what you want to come back to. If you wake up resolved to focus on your dharma at work, and then your boss gives you an assignment that's not aligned with your strengths, it's up to you to find a way to put your dharma to use. Good morning, sister. Welcome. When you fail, don't judge the process and don't judge yourself. Give yourself latitude to recover and return to a flexible focus on what you want. The world isn't with you or against you. You create your own reality in every moment. Throughout this book, we have encountered paradoxes. We talk about getting close to fear to move away from it, finding the new in our routines, having confidence and humility, being selfish to be selfless. We live in a binary world, but the beauty of paradox is that two opposing ideas can coexist. Life isn't a computer program, it's a dance. In The Karate Kid, Mr. Miyagi says, never trust a spiritual leader who cannot dance. When we dance, there are no rules. We must be open to whatever song comes on. We have strengths and weaknesses. We might fall or hesitate over our next move or have a moment of overenthusiasm, but we keep flowing, allowing ourselves to be messy and beautiful. Like a dancer, the monk mind is flexible and controlled, always present in the moment. Okay? The monk method. I can think of no better tool to help you find flexibility and control than meditation. Meditation helps you figure out what move to make in the dance. In meditation, we find clarity on who we need to be right now in order to be our best in the moment. Our breath connects with our minds. Our souls are uplifted in song, and in that place of energy and unity, we find answers. I have introduced you to 3 different types of meditation, and now I'm going to give you a daily practice that includes all of them: breath work, visualization, and chanting. I practice some form of this meditation every day. I recommend that you make it the first thing you do in the morning after brushing your teeth and showering, and last thing you do before bed. Start with 21 minutes once a day, using a timer to give yourself 7 minutes each for breath work, visualization, and mantra. When you are ready for more, expand to 21 minutes twice a day. Ideally, first thing in the morning and last thing at night. Make sure you always begin with breath work. Like a warm-up before you exercise, it should not be skipped. All right, number 1. Find a comfortable position, sitting in a chair, sitting upright with a cushion, or lying down. 2, close your eyes and lower your gaze. Bring your awareness to calm, balance, ease, stillness, and peace. It is natural for the chatter and clutter to be busy in your mind. Whenever your mind wanders, just gently and softly bring it back to calm, balance, ease, stillness, and peace. Number 3, make yourself comfortable in this position. Roll back your shoulders, stretch your neck and body, and find a physical space of calm, balance, ease, stillness, and peace. Number 4, now become aware of your natural breathing pattern. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Number 5, take a deep breath. Breathe in for a count of 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out for a count of 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 6, align your body and your breath by breathing in for the same amount of time as you breathe out. Number 7, do this for what feels like 5 minutes. At first, you might want to set a timer with a pleasant tone to signal that the 5 minutes have passed. Number 8, ask yourself, what am I grateful for today? Breathe in gratitude and breathe out negative, toxic energy. Number 9, now visualize a joy, happiness, and gratitude-filled memory. Think of 5 things you can see, 4 things you can touch, 3 things you can hear, 2 things you can smell, and 1 thing you can taste. Absorb the love, joy, and happiness. Take the love from that moment and visualize it flowing through your entire body. From your feet to your legs, to your hips, to your stomach, to your chest, arms, back, neck, and head. Give love, joy, and gratitude to each part of your body. Do this for 5 minutes. Number 10, ask yourself, what is my intention for today? Is it to be kind, to be confident, to be focused? Set that intention now. Number 11, repeat the following to yourself 3 times each. I am happy about who I am becoming. I am happy about who I am becoming. I am happy about who I am becoming. I am open to all opportunities and possibilities. I am worthy of real love. I am ready to serve with all I have. And number 12, to finish your practice, repeat this mantra 3 times. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Okay? I'm getting good at this language. Whatever this Indian dialect, I've been sounding these things out, okay? Okay, girl. Okay, girl. Okay, girl. All right. How to know if it's working. A novice monk went to his teacher and said, I'm terrible at meditating. My feet fall asleep and I'm distracted by the outside noises. When I'm not comfortable, it's because I can barely stay awake. It will pass, the teacher said simply. And by her expression, the novice knew that the conversation was over. A month passed and the novice took his teacher aside, smiling proudly. I think I figured it out. I feel so serene, more focused and centered than I've ever been. My meditation is beautiful. It will pass, the teacher replied. There is no measure of success, no goal, and no end to a meditation practice. Don't look for results, just keep doing it. Practice consistently for 4 to 12 weeks, and you'll start to notice the effects. The first sign that you're doing it right is that you'll miss it if you take a break. This is so true. You only miss a person when you don't see them. When you eat every day, you don't think about nourishment. You don't think much about nourishment and fuel. But if you don't eat for a day, you quickly notice the power of food. The same is true for meditation. You have to develop a practice before you know what you're missing. The second effect you'll notice is an increased awareness of what's going on in your mind. If you meditate and feel tired, you'll understand that meditation is telling you to get more sleep. Meditation is a signal or a mirror. If you meditate and can't focus, you'll see that you're living a distracted life and need to feel order, balance, and simplicity. If you can't sit with your thoughts for 15 minutes, it's a clear indicator of the work to be done. The third and most important benefit of meditation is that though you won't emerge feeling calm and perfect every time, you'll gradually acquire a long-term mastery of self. Right? That's major key. That's what we doing this for. That's what we studying this stuff for. Self-mastery, self-awareness. When you drink a green juice, it doesn't always taste green. A nice glass of fresh orange juice looks better and tastes better. But long-term, the less delightful green juice will better serve you. When you are adept at meditation, you'll feel a shift in your general attitude. Your intuition will be sharper. You'll be able to observe your life more objectively without being self-centered. Your expanded perception will give you a sense of peace and purpose. now and forever. Life begins with breath. Breath carries you through all your days, and life and breath end together. Monks try to be present in the moment, but we are always conscious of now and forever. We measure our lives not by how big or small our impact is, but by how we make people feel. We use our time to establish how we will live on through giving love and care, through supporting, communicating, creating, through the impact we have on humanity. How will we be remembered? What will we leave behind? Ultimately, death can be seen as the greatest reflection point. By imagining the last moment, you can reflect on everything that leads up to it. Among the most common regrets dying people express are, I wish I had expressed my love to the people I care about. I wish I hadn't worked so much. I wish I'd taken more pleasure in life. I wish I'd done more for other people. Notice that most of these regrets address something the person didn't do. Monks believe we should prepare for death. We don't want to arrive at the end of our days knowing we haven't lived a purposeful, service-based, meaningful life. Think of the topics we've considered in this book. In death, you should be fully cleansed, free of what you think you're supposed to do, free of comparison and criticism, having faced the root of your fear, free from material desires, living in your dharma, having used your time well, having not given in to the mind's demands, free from ego, having given more than you have taken, but then having given away all that you've taken, free from entitlement, free from false connections and expectations. Imagine how rewarding it will be to look back on a life where you have been a teacher while remaining a student. I like that. Good morning, sister. Welcome. Both my big sisters chimed in here today. My extended and my biological. I'm grateful. Reflecting on the knowledge that we will die someday compels us to value the time we have and to spend our energy thoughtfully. Life's too short to live without purpose, to lose our chance to serve, to let our dreams and aspirations die with us. Above all, I ask you to leave people and places better and happier than you found them. Okay? Above all, I ask you to leave people and places better and happier than you found them, right? But in order to do that, you have to be happy. You can't leave a place happier than you found it if you're not there, right? If you're not there. Working on ourselves is an unending practice. Have patience. A student went to her teacher and said, I am committed to my dharma. How long will it take me to attain enlightenment? Without missing a beat, the teacher replied, 10 years. Impatient, the student persisted, but what if I work very hard? I will practice 10 or more hours every day if I have to. Then how long will it take? This time, the teacher took a moment to consider. 20 years. The very idea that the student was looking to rush his work was evidence that he had 10 extra years to study. As I've mentioned, the Sanskrit word for monk, brahmacharya, means student, but it also means right use of energy. It's not like once you have the monk mindset, you figure everything out. Instead, the monk mindset acknowledges that the right use of energy is to remain a student. You can never cease learning. You don't cut your hair or mow your lawn once. You have to keep at it. In the same way, sustaining the monk mindset requires self-awareness, discipline, diligence, focus, and constant practice. It is hard work, but the tools are already in your head, heart, and hands. You have all you need to think like a monk. To find our way through the universe, we must start by genuinely asking questions. You might travel to a new place or go someplace where no one knows you. Disable your autopilot to see yourself and the world around you with new eyes. Spot, stop, swap. Train your mind to observe the forces that influence you. Detach from illusion and false beliefs and continually look for what motivates you and what feels meaningful. What would a monk do in this moment? When you're making a decision, when you're having an argument, when you're planning your weekend, when you're scared or upset or angry or lost, ask this question. What would a monk do in this moment? You'll find the answer 99% of the time. And eventually, when you've uncovered your real self, you won't even need to ask yourself what a monk would do. You can simply ask, what will I do? Okay? And so it's a try this, our last one of this book. 2 death meditations, okay? To imagine your own death gives you a bird's eye view of your life. Try a death meditation whenever you are questioning whether or not to do something. To make a significant change, learn a new skill, take a trip. I recommend that you always do a death meditation at the beginning of a new year to inspire new paths in the upcoming year. Number 1, visualizing the inevitable will give you every lesson you need to live a fulfilling life. Fast forward to yourself at age 80 or 90, however long you want to live, and imagine yourself on your deathbed. Ask your future self questions such as, what do I wish I'd done? What experiences do I wish I'd had? What do I regret not giving more attention to? What skills do I wish I worked on? What do I wish I detached from? Okay? Use these answers to motivate yourself instead of having regrets on your deathbed. Put those wishes into action today. Right? Number 2, imagine how you'd like to be remembered at your own funeral. Don't focus on what people thought of you, who loved you, and how sad they will be to lose you. Instead, think about the impact you've had. Then imagine how you would be remembered if you died today. What's the gap between these 2 images? This too should galvanize you to build your legacy. Okay? So that is it for this book. That is it for this chapter. It is like this little personality test right here. And let me see, tally your answers. And it's really not no point. I mean, I can read through these questions, but you will have to keep up with your own answers. So this is like the Vedic personality test, okay? Answer these questions as you believe you are at the core. Answer these questions as you believe you are at the core, beyond what friends, family, or society have made you choose. Okay? Which of the following sounds most like what you're about? A, values and wisdom. B, integrity and perfection. C, work hard, play hard. D, stability and balance. Okay? Which of the following sounds most like what you're about? You can only pick one. Number 2, what role do you play in your friends' circle/family? I am comfortable dealing with conflict and helping people find middle ground. My role is the mediator. B, I make sure everything and everyone is taken care of. My role is the protector. C, I help my family understand work ethic, hustle, and the value of having resources. My role is material support. D, I focus on nurturing and wanting a healthy and content family. My role is emotional support. All right, so mark your answer, either A, B, C, or D. Okay. Which one sounds most like you? Most like what you're about? Number 3, what is most important to you in a partner? A, honest and smart. B, strong presence and power. C, fun and dynamic. Or D, reliable and respectful. Number 4, what do you watch most often on TV? A, documentaries, biographies, human observations. B, entertainment, politics, current affairs. C, comedy, sport, drama, motivational stories. Or D, soap operas, reality TV, family gossip, and daytime shows. 5, which best describes how you behave under stress? A, calm, composed, and balanced. B, irritated, frustrated, and angry. C, moody, loud, and restless. D, lazy, depressed, and worried. Okay. 6, what causes you the most pain? A, feeling like I don't live up to my own expectations. B, the state of the world. C, a sense of rejection. D, feeling disconnected from friends and family. Number 7, what is your favorite way of working? A, alone but with mentors and guides. B, in a team as a leader. C, independently but with a strong network. Or D, in a team as a member. Number 8, how would your ideal self spend spare time? Your ideal self. A, reading in deep discussion and reflecting. B, learning about issues and or attending political events. C, there's no such thing as spare time. Networking, connecting, and working. D, enjoying time with family and friends. Number 9, how would you describe yourself in 3 words? A, idealistic, introverted, or insightful. B, driven, dedicated, and determined. C, passionate, motivated, friendly. Or D, caring, loving, and loyal. Number 10, in what type of environment do you work best? Okay, remember, this is a personality test, so this is all about you. In what type of environment do you work best? A, remote, silent, and still, natural. B, a meeting room or gathering space. C, anywhere and everywhere, during my commute, in a coffee shop, in my bedroom. Or D, a space specific to my type of work, home office, laboratory. Number 11, what is your work style? A, slow and reflective. B, focused and organized. C, fast and rushed. Or D, specific and deliberate. 12, how would you like to make a difference in the world? A, through spreading knowledge. B, through politics and activism. C, through business and or leadership. Or D, through local community. How would you like to make a difference in the world? Number 13, how do you prepare for a vacation? A, by picking my reading material. B, by having a focus plan of key sites to visit. C, with a list of the best bars, clubs, and restaurants. Or D, with an easygoing attitude. 14, how do you deal with tough conversations? Do you A, look for compromise? Do you B, fight for the most objective truth? Do you C, fight to prove I'm right? Or do you D, avoid confrontation? Number 15, if someone in your life is having a bad week, what do you do? A, give them advice and guidance. B, become protective and encourage them to improve. C, urge them to have a drink or take a walk with me. D, go to them and keep them company. 16, how do you see rejection? It's part of life. A. B, it's a challenge I can rise to meet. C, it's frustrating, but I'll move on. Or D, it's a real setback. Okay, how do you see rejection? 17, at an event/party, how do you spend your time? A, I have a meaningful discussion with one or two people. B, I usually talk with a group of people. C, I somehow end up the center of attention. D, I help with whatever needs to be done. Okay, at a party, how do you spend your time? 18, I love the people who help with whatever needs to be done. Like, you always got that one person who always cleaning, right? Always making sure stuff is cleaned up. 18, how do you feel if you make a mistake? A, I feel guilty and ashamed. B, I have to tell everyone. C, I want to hide it. Or D, I want to reach out to someone supportive. All right, 19. What do you do when you have to make a big decision? A, I reflect privately. B, I ask my mentors and guides. C, I weigh the pros and cons. Or D, I talk to family and friends. And last but not least of this Vedic personality test is number 20. Which best describes your daily routine? A, it changes moment to moment. B, it's very focused and organized. C, I follow the best opportunity that comes up. Or D, it's simple and scheduled. Okay. So if you were going through all of these questions with me and marking down your answers, either A, B, C, or D, whatever fit best for you, whichever one is more, which one you more about, then you can go ahead and tally your answers. Okay. It's a answer key. Tally your answers now. The most selected letter likely reflects your Varna. Okay. The most selected letter likely reflects your Varna. So if you chose A, then you are more likely a guide, right? You guide people. If you chose B the most, you're a leader. If you chose C the most, you're a creator. And if you chose D the most, you're a maker. Okay. So I'm definitely going to I should have did it right then and there when I was reading through it, but I definitely want to take some time to go back and actually, read it and answer these questions. Let's see. Y'all want to read the acknowledgement? I'll read it real quick. No, I'm not gonna read it. I'm not gonna read it because it's too many words that I already seen that I don't feel like sounding out. But what y'all think? What y'all think about Think Like a Monk? Did y'all love it? Did y'all like it? I loved it. I love all these books though. I love the knowledge that they give me, the awareness that they give me about myself, about how to control and handle myself. I feel like that is something that we don't get taught, right? We don't get a lot of teaching on how to control our emotions, how to live day by day, moment by moment, happily, right? Stand in alignment, stand in vibration and in frequency and in tune with ourselves and with our thoughts and our words, right? So I really loved it. I loved about the service. That was the last chapter we did. I loved the chapter about relationships. I loved every single thing about this book, actually. Train your mind for peace and purpose. I definitely want to be like a little monk. I don't want nothing to bother me. I don't want nothing or nobody to bother me. And honestly, it's not that hard. Like, day by day, it's still things that definitely can irritate me and bother me, right? But I'm getting better every single day. And like he said, this is a daily thing. This is not a practice where, oh, you know, you do this. Now you've did it all. Now you're going to get this certification or something. Like, no, it's not like that. This is a lifestyle practice, right? This is an everyday commitment to being happy, to being positive, to being, a light, right? And being positive ain't easy, but somebody got to do it, right? Being positive is not the easiest, but somebody has to do it. And I'm grateful that I was called to do it. I was called to be a positive example for other people to follow, because honestly, things are not as bad as we make them, right? Things are never as bad as we make them. And if we put everything relatively, right? When you think about things in relativity, right? And that, from that perspective, it's always someone who would kill to be in the mess that you think you have, right? It's always someone doing worse than you, just like it's always someone doing better. So that's it, family. That is it. We ended our 9th book. Let's go. I am so excited about that. We ended our 9th book and we will start our 10th book on Monday, you guys. I'm gonna work these next couple days, the weekend. So we just gonna give it a break. We don't have to start the new book in the middle of the week, but we will start fresh Monday. Maybe I can promote it a little more, try to get some more people to join us every single morning with a fresh, brand new book, We never know who's looking to get their routine started, right? Get their daily routine and get their habits together. Start working on themselves, self-development, personal development, getting serious about themselves, right? We never know who's looking for that space, and we have that space. So I'm super, super grateful. Y'all protect y'all energy today. Protect y'all peace today. Be a light today. Don't let the energy vampire steal your joy today. I am your sister in love. I am your sister in light. And I will see y'all Monday morning. Y'all have a super fantastic weekend. I'm super grateful. Meditate. Don't forget to meditate. Don't forget to journal, even over the weekend. Don't forget to, read something, listen to an audio, something, right? Do something. Stick to your routine. All right, y'all. Have a great, 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 great day. Thank you. Bye.